deck at a time. And then what I do is, because you don't want to use the tip top here where you could like accidentally get something in and split. You grab it so that way your open part is in the top middle of your fingers, and with the bottom corner you slide them in to the side, and then and then over time you just get better at doing that.
Okay, so okay, like grandpa fashion then.
Yeah, and the other thing you can do just like the good old like Yu-Gi-Oh shuffle.
Fucking, that's some new age bullshit right there.
There's also a thing called like the pile shuffle, which is really good if you've played a lot of games and you find your deck isn't shuffling real well. You just see the same stuff over and over again. You can take and put each card into 6 piles, and then just stack the piles on top of each other, and this ensures a random distribution each time. But that is only if you wish, and only like it's the most time-consuming shuffle that I'm used to.
I might use a combination of them just because, like I said in the beginning, when I assembled the deck, I went OCD and put all of the sorceries with the sorceries and the creatures with the creatures. So like I'm certain there's some like goofy mix-up going on here.
Oh yeah.
So I filed everything under C for criminal.
So here's what we're going to be doing, man. My deck here, we know you're playing Kemba.
Yes.
But we're going to play 3 games today. And trust me, that sounds like a lot, but it's not going to be. I'm going to put you through a low power game in order to like get you into it for the first game. And then I'm going to show you a high power game. And then we're going to play a for realsies game where we're on the same level. Sound fair?
Okay.
The first one's going to be the low power game. I'm going to be playing this deck, but I'm not going to cast my commander in any way. And then the high power game, I will cast my commander. And then we'll do something completely different for the third one.
Okay. Fuck.
The first step of commander is you've already got your commander off to the side, which is good.
Yeah. Yes.
And then once you are fully shuffled up, we can actually start teaching the game.
I think I got it shuffled.
Sweet.
Just gonna like make this an amorphous blob and just kind of get the fuck back in. There we go. There, that looks like a thing. Yes.
Yeah. And then it's customary to always then, as a show of respect, to cut the deck in half to make sure there's no trixies.
So I shouldn't give the camera the finger. That's
definitely
disrespectful.
Definitely give the camera the finger. I mean, we're nerds. Yay!
Fuck. I didn't think having card sleeves would be this like more cumbersome than I was used to.
The good news is the more grease and finger stuff that you get on them, the better it gets.
I think, in all fairness, I have no finger grease because I chew the shit out of my fingers. So maybe there's like saliva and stuff.
Now it's time for our favorite part, the dice.
I already got it.
Let's grab 2 d6s and we'll figure out who goes first based on a high roll. I rolled a 6.
I rolled a 4 on the high.
Okay. I get to... Oh, on the high as in like your highest one was a 4?
Yeah, highest was a 4. Or are you going by like highest?
Combined.
Okay, then I got a 5, so either way.
Okay, I got a 6. So then I will choose to go first. And what that means is that while I go first in one-on-one Magic, I don't draw on the first turn. That's all that means. Okay. So you get a draw when you go first. To start, we'll take 7 cards from the top of the deck, and that will be our starting hand. And we get to decide if we want to perform what is called a mulligan. And that is basically looking at the cards, and if we don't have any lands, or we have too many lands, we can decide, I can't play this hand, I'm just going to get steamrolled, shuffle it back into the deck, and draw 7 new ones.
Definitely. Mulligan.
Okay, go for it.
So do I just take the hand and just put it on the bottom, or just do like a little...
You can shuffle it back in, you can put it on the bottom. There's no wrong way to do this, just as long as your table's happy with it. And for the sake of ease, do what makes you feel happy.
I will put it directly back on the top and just redraw it again. I'm certain that's not what is meant by it, but that's what I will do.
Sounds great.
Shuffled it into some random section of the whatever there. Oh, Jesus. Okay, can I do another mulligan, or is that like?
Yeah, no, go for it. in a good play group, a lot of times, unless the mulligan's being abused, we kind of allow just like infinite free mulligans, or at least in our group.
It's like I went from one extreme to the next. So
no lands and then a ton of lands, or reversed.
Like it was no lands and then all lands.
That's fair.
So I'm just like, I don't know if that would work.
In general, you want a hand that has about 2 to 4.
Okay. A good mix of just like, a creature's in there, some land, and some general whatever's in.
Yeah.
I think I've shuffled this correctly to somewhere land in that particular section, I believe. 5, 6. No, I did not go in that particular direction, but I don't want to just reshuffle because that's going to take more time. Fuck.
So one of the things that is cool about your deck in particular is that you have a low-costing commander, which means no matter what, in your opening hand, you always have your commander. So you can always cast Kemba turn 3 if you have too many lands. It's if you have too few is usually the biggest problem.
Okay, so like if I can hold out for a couple of turns in the beginning and not like immediately get steamrolled, I still have the commander as an option for play.
Right.
Okay. So I guess I'll like go with this and see how this turns out.
Sounds great. Then I'm going to go and start first. I'm going to start with a land called Darksteel Citadel. All it does is it makes colorless mana. I'm going to use it to play Chromatic Star. It's an artifact. Can't attack you. It ain't going to hurt you. Go ahead.
Okay. I'll just play a regular plane.
So you get to have your draw step because...
Oh, that's right, because it's...
Yep.
I got to make sure I do that, and then I can do the actual playing of stuff.
Yep. Now you can play stuff.
Okay. So, and I can only do one plane at a time, correct?
Correct. Only one land per turn.
Okay. And then I can tap it and play, like, since we're doing easy mode here, I can play like an artifact and have the artifact attached to the commander right away, or...
So your commander isn't in play. Imagine the commander is basically in your hand. So you would still have to play them like if they were a card in your hand. Okay,
so then to like do anything with them at all, they'd have to be played, but they're still in this little side field here, ready to go and do things.
Yes.
Okay, I guess just for the sake of having things on a board, can I put equipment down and just like assign it? Okay. So then I'll just...
You can put it down, it's just not attached to anything yet.
Yeah, and I can just put it in like a general spot up here just to say equipment or whatever.
Yep, it is in play.
Okay. Then, yeah, that ends my turn.
Awesome. I'm going to untap. Draw. I'll play Ashivan Reef. It is a land that hurts me. That's how you know it's good. And then I'm going to pay 2 for a Sphere of the Suns. It makes an extra mana, but I have to remove counters to do it, and there's only so many. And there's play tapped. Go ahead. So now, at the beginning of the turn, you have the untap step, which you untap everything that's in play.
Because that causes mana burn if I forget that. As like
There's no mana burn anymore. That rule was removed a long time ago.
Oh, thank God. I have lost games because of that, and it's awful.
Now you have the weird upkeep step, which doesn't really matter for you right now, and now the draw.
Okay, I guess I'm just gonna play another land and hang out.
That's it?
Yep, that's it.
Alright, then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna play a mountain here. I'm gonna play a couple cards that cost 0 mana here. I'm going to play an Ornithopter, which is a creature that has power 0 and toughness 2. A Claws of Gix here that costs 0 mana. Then 1 mana for a card called Codex Shredder. I only have 1 card left in hand. I'm all done. Go ahead.
Okay, so then I'll do a draw and play the planes that I've got there and just hang out still.
Well, now you have enough mana to play Kemba if you want.
Okay, so then I would just
costs 3, right? Yep.
Yes, 3. It's 1 colorless and 2 planes.
Right, so you can tap all 3 of those to play Kemba.
Okay. And just pop that right there.
Yee.
Okay. And then I guess I will let that end.
All right. Untap. Draw. Let's see. I have problems now because I am out of gas.
Would you like to trade problems?
No. I'm going to sacrifice Chromatic Star, making a blue mana. When Chromatic Star hits the graveyard from the battlefield, I get a draw card. So I will. Ooh. Then I will tap those to play a Thought Vessel, which taps to make a colorless mana. And then I don't have anything else I can do. Go ahead.
It's a Thought Vessel?
Yes, it is.
That name's gonna just make me giggle for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I untap because that's gonna just be burned into my mind forever. Mana burn.
Hashtag thought.
I am the thought. I am the plain thought. Look at me go. Okay. Then.
Now I don't know what's in your hand, but you do have the ability to use the scope to the attach ability to put it onto Kemba.
And I have to pay the mana cost for it, which is the 1 right there.
Yeah, the attach cost. Or equip.
Yeah, the equip or attach. I just whenever equip. You know, it's bad that I have to like read these as I go again.
No, that's fair. And when you're learning in the early steps, you're going to be reading cards a lot, and there is nothing wrong with that. Especially if you communicate with your play group and be like, hey, you know, I'm kind of a beginner, I'm still learning the deck. A lot of people will understand. Unless they're shitty, then fuck them.
But what if I read at a first grade level and it takes me 5 minutes to read a card?
I can't help you.
Okay, hold on. I gotta read this again to make sure I'm understanding right here. Whenever teacher takes a look at the... Oh, it's when it attacks. Well, that I just fucking made a fucking goof then.
How?
Okay, so it's when when the equipped creature attacks is when I can look at the top card. And I assumed that I was supposed to do it as the equip, so I went and pulled a card.
You're fine. Go ahead and just put the card back on top.
You want it on top, or I could just I can just push it into the bottom.
Put it on the bottom. Put it on the bottom.
Okay.
That's fairer.
Slide that in there. Okay. So then that's equipped, and I will just leave that sit until it does the thing.
Yep. So now that you have a creature, you can actually attack if you want, depending on what you're going to do with the rest of your turn.
When I tap a creature for like an attack and then it becomes your turn, it's still tapped, right?
Correct.
And I can't block with a tapped creature, correct?
Correct.
Okay. For the moment, I'm going to leave them untapped and just kind of roll with it.
All right. In that case, then, my turn. Anything else?
I believe I'm good. I do have one question, though, which is kind of an odd one to have.
No.
What is there a hand limit to how many cards you can have?
7 cards in hand at the end of your turn. 7.
Okay, and if I have more, I have to discard?
Correct.
Okay. Okay, I'm good.
All right. Then at the end of your turn, which is a thing that you're allowed to do in this game, at the end of your turn, I'm going to tap my Codex Shredder and take the top card of my deck and put it into my graveyard, which is this prismatic lens right here. And now I'll untap and draw. I'm going to tap... That's not the right one. 4 mana to play a Joyra's Familiar. It's her bird. It's so flavorful.
He's bourbon.
Historic,
Oh shit, those eyes.
Historic L spells I cast cost 1 less mana to cast, meaning artifacts, legendaries, and sagas. That meaning was I play this Wayfarer's Bauble here that costs 1 mana to play. It's free now. But then I'm out of things to do, so go ahead.
Oh.
Now you... Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. Now you have the untap. Now you have the upkeep step, which is before you draw. And now Kemba really likes the upkeep. Go ahead and read her.
Let's see here. At the beginning of your upkeep, create 2/2 white creature token, white cat creature token for each equipment attached to Kemba. So I have one.
Yep.
That means I can bring a 2/2 onto the field there.
It can't attack this turn because of what's called summoning sickness, but you are now making the kid army.
I have the kitties. Okay, so then after upkeep, I go into the draw.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to play another mana. And then I want to... 2, 4, 5... Okay, I want to tap all of these to play Regal Caracal, I think is how it's pronounced.
Regal Krakow?
That's the word. I am not of English, thank you. And then that says other cats you control get +1/+1 and have lifelink.
Ooh.
So, and then I want to put just like a single counter on there to show the addition.
Or yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
For the sake of your state of mind, go ahead and put a 1/1 counter on them to show that they have increased power.
Okay. How do I want to do this so that I'm going to remember and make it easy on myself here? Probably just add a 1 to each of them instead of like thinking about numbers. Other cats. So that does not.
It does not get 1. Yes.
Okay. So then that's just those. That would make that a 3/5 and a 3/3. So.
Yep. And Kemba can attack if she wants.
I think I'm gonna let it ride like that.
Sounds good. Anything else?
I think I am good for this turn. Yes.
All right. Then I'm going to use my Codex Shredder, and I'm going to take the top card of your library and put it in the graveyard.
Thug. And it was equipment, Prowler's Helm.
It is gone now. Deal with it.
It is the big rip.
All right. Untap, upkeep, and draw. Now, all my artifacts cost 1 less to cast. So, I'm going to play a Hedron Crawler. He makes mana. And then for 3 mana, I'm going to play this Clock of Omens. I get a tap 2 untapped artifact I control to untap another artifact. Look at my artifacts.
Ooh. It's like a museum.
Oh, yeah. And now I'm done. I have no more cards in hand. Go ahead.
Okay. So I'll go into the untap here. Now, for Kemba, we talked about upkeep being her favorite thing. Is that every time she upkeeps, or is
every time she upkeeps?
Okay, so then, like, even with just one, I've not attached another one, that makes another card?
It's another kitty.
Oh, Jesus. This could be like, if I just keep her on the field and just keep making cards. That's another 2/2, and then the Caracal pops up and gives it a +1, so that's another 3/3 on the field.
Yep.
I'm going to very quickly run out of room here if I don't start managing things. Come on, slide, please. Go. Nubby fingers, please don't fail me now. There we go. It's terrible. I chew my fingers. It's like, oh, God, I can't pick anything up. There. Okay, that works. Then I'll play another Plains in there. And...
Did you draw for the turn?
I did not. Thank you for reminding me.
No problem.
Okay. So then I've already played the plan, so I've got that. I'm going to just... I'm going to let that... Well, I guess I'll go ahead and roll 1 attack with the 3/3 cat token here and just have that go wherever it's supposed to go.
All right, so you're gonna attack me. It doesn't attack. You don't attack a creature or anything like that. Not like Yu-Gi-Oh. So I
Okay.
now have to decide how I want to block. Which, looking at my creatures, none of them are 3/3s or even have 3 damage. So I have no way of killing your cat. I'm gonna block with my 0/2 Ornithopter, so that
Okay.
way I don't take any damage. But your cat stays alive because there's nothing that deals damage to it.
Okay.
And now
And
that cat is
then
tapped. Yes.
okay. I'm gonna just keep him right there and put my little 1/1 back on there. And I'll go ahead and end the turn on that.
That's it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Untap. Draw. I'm going to play Urza's Bauble. And what it lets me do is I'm going to tap and sacrifice it to look at one of your cards in your hand at random. You get to choose that.
I get
and
to
then
choose.
at my next turn's upkeep, I get to draw a card.
Okay. Well, just do a random card, and you can see that I have a Plains of
Yay!
Fanciness.
That is
So,
a fancy Plains.
I when I got the cards, I pulled out all of the Plains that I had and started swapping the doubles out for all the unique ones that I have. So
Ooh.
that was kind of a fun little thing there.
Then I use my Wayfarer's Bubble, so lets me get a basic land from my deck and put it into play tapped. This card's kind of a meme because it's a common, but it costs like $4 because it's stupid like that.
That is a good meme.
I'm going to tap so that way I mill a card, or that's called when I put a card from the top of my deck into my graveyard. It's called milling.
Okay.
And then I have nothing else I can do. Go ahead.
Okay, so that's upkeep again, so I need another 2/2. What happens if I run out of token cards? Do I just start putting dice up?
You start putting dice on the tokens you have.
Okay, dice on the tokens?
Yes, to signify how many of the tokens there are.
Oh, okay. That's going to be an adventure right there.
You are the dice master, so this is perfect for you.
I do literally have maybe 1,000 some odd dice I could just collectively grab and pour on the table for this. Okay, so then I draw. And then I can play another Plains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so then I want to tap 3 of these for Luxodon Warhammer.
Oh shit!
And then I want to tap. What's that?
That card's actually good. Sorry. Please continue.
It's a +3/+0 and gives the creature trample. Mm-hmm. And whenever the creature deals damage, you gain that much life.
Yep.
Is that not just lifelink?
It is lifelink.
Okay, so that's probably just an older card style read.
Yep, it's an old card before lifelink was a thing.
I'm learning so much. Okay, so I'll tap 3 more for an equipment, or to equip it, and I'll put it on Kemba.
Yep.
As a thing. Does the Flourish Scope do anything for damage? No? Okay, that's fine. And that's 3, that's... Fuck.
Your other cat's on tap, just so you know.
Oh, that's right. Shit. Here I am trying to work around that, and
you're all
just turn it around. Okay, so that was a 3/5 +3 makes it 6/5. So can I just make this? Where's the 6? We'll just do a 6 right there. Put a 5 just for shenanigans since I have the dice.
Yes.
Okay. What's now in context of the attack? Let's say trample. Trample just where it's like if you block it, the difference or remainder is what applies to the next thing. Total. If you don't block everything, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well then, I'll go ahead and attack with Kemba.
Okay. That's very scary. I definitely can't kill Kemba because I don't have enough on the field. and I'm going to block 3 damage by double blocking with both of my creatures.
Okay.
Which means that it's a 5/6, right?
It's a 6/5.
6/5. So then
Yes.
I will take 6 damage and 6 commander damage.
Standard.
So commander damage is special in Commander. What it allows you to do is basically if a commander deals 21 damage to one player, that player automatically loses. So it allows you to kind of ignore the life total and just focus on hitting in for big damage.
It's a lot of numbers to remember. I am gonna be like retarded and forget stuff there.
Well, that's where Spell Table is able to help you out. See, if you click on your name up there, you like if I add Joyra here.
Oh, okay. So you can add. Like,
so then you can see it then has my name over it with Joyra Weatherlight Captain. You can track counters like that.
Oh, okay, and it shows yours as well.
And then the stream can now see that I have marked myself as 6 commander damage.
Okay. So, okay, in the drop down, just so I understand here, I've got it set for Kemba the region.
Yeah.
Or Kemba region or whatever. And I would apply numbers for damage or just leave it as 0, or do I set it to a number and subtract?
I've got it tracked on my side, but if you want, you can push up the number on your side too. So like you can say, to me, you've done 6 damage and push that up to 6.
Okay. And okay, so it goes up from 0, and that's how I determine who's closest to death.
Yes.
Okay. How do I close this? Oh, there we go. And then I believe that ends my turn.
Awesome. There's one more thing you're able to do with Kemba, and that is use the Explorer Scope ability because you attacked with her.
Oh, that's right. What does that let me do again? That lets me look at the top card. Text, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land, you may put it onto the battlefield tapped. Okay, so I'm assuming that if it's not a land, it just goes back onto the deck.
Yes, correct.
Okay. So then I'll draw the 1 card, and it is not a land, so I will put it back.
Okay.
And I will end the turn.
The last other thing is that your Lockstone Warhammer says that when you deal damage, you gain that much life. So you gain 6 life.
Ooh.
So where you have 40 over there, go ahead and make it 46.
46.
Boom. All right. Now I'll let you end your turn.
Now I can end.
I'll draw. And I'll play this Lens of Clarity. Make myself mill a card. This is really bad. I'm done. I have nothing else I can do. Go ahead.
Okay. Then I'll just untap all of this mess here. I think that's all of them.
Yep.
And then I'll untap this as well before I forget. And
Upkeep.
then upkeep. Fuck. Another cat, and it gets a 1/1.
2 cats.
Oh, 2 cats because I have fucking
2 equipments.
Yeah. I'll put because he's a little 1/1 cat, but I'll put a 2 on him just to signify that he's supposed to be 2/2 plus the 1.
Yep.
So that he's a 3/3.
That works.
And then I will draw again. I'll draw this one.
Yeah.
No, wait. No, I already drew. It's in my hand.
Okay.
It took a second there to remember.
No worries.
Okay, so then I want to tap 2 more for Rose Gloves. And then I want to tap 2 more to equip it to Kemba. Mm-hmm. And that's whenever equipped creature deals combat damage, to a player, you may draw a card.
Nice.
That's 3. Those are my taps. And... Oh, that's right. I wanted to play one more land just to have him on the field for shits and giggles.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess I will just tap Kemba again for another attack.
I have no creatures, so I can't block.
So that's 6 total damage again?
Yep, and you've got abilities now.
I have abilities.
Yes, you do. You got the scope and your rogue's gloves.
Okay. That means I look at the top, and then I also... How much damage should we draw a card? So I'll go ahead and draw the first,
Okay.
and then I'll look at the next. And it is not a land, so that will go back. Let me restack all of my stuff again. Okay, and this is that second part of the whole thing where if I can, I can do more plays, right?
Correct. Second main phase.
Okay, then I will go ahead and end for the moment.
That's it?
Yes.
All right. Then I will untap, and I will draw. Ooh, perfect. Something that gets me actually back in the game. I'm going to play a card called Trophy Mage. It lets me go get a artifact card with converted mana cost 3 and put it into my hand.
Converted. Sorry to ask, but what's converted mana cost?
No worries. So converted mana cost is when you look at the mana symbols in the upper right hand of the corner and you add them together. So for example, Kemba's converted mana cost is 3 because it has blue, or white, 1.
Okay.
And if a mana costs, if something would cost, say, white and 2 colorless, that mana cost is 3. Make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to get this Scrap Trawler here. And then I'm going to actually play him as well, using my Sphere of the Suns here. What Scrap Trawler does is that whenever an artifact is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, I may return to my hand another artifact in my graveyard with a lesser converted mana cost.
Oh, fancy.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Clock of Omens here to tap 2 artifacts I control, to untap another artifact that I have, which I'm going to have be my Thought Vessel here. I'm going to use the Thought Vessel on my Claws of Gix here. For 1 mana, I can sacrifice a permanent and gain a life. Bring me 1 back up here. But I have to sacrifice a permanent. I'm going to choose my 1 mana cost Lens of Clarity, which lets me bring a 0 mana cost card from my graveyard to the battlefield, or to my hand, which in this case will be Urza's Bauble. I'll play the Urza's Bauble, because it costs 0 mana, and then sacrifice it, so that way I can see a card from your hand at random.
And it's just whatever I pick?
Yep.
Okay, it is a Plains card.
All right. And then I get to draw an extra card at the beginning of my next turn, but that's it then. I'm done.
Okay, then I'll untap that, and that's 3 of those, so that's upkeep of 3 more cats.
So what you can do now is start like taking a D20 and mark that on top of on one of the cat tokens to show these are the cats that can attack this turn, and then stack all the cats that can attack.
Okay.
With a different D20 or something like that.
Fuck, where's the... Okay, there it is.
I was
out of dice.
How did you run out of dice?
I wasn't prepared for cats.
Welcome to Magic. You have cats now.
Okay, so that's 3 more cats. I guess I'll put it on this one over here, and I need to put a little 3 right there.
Yep.
Little red one. I guess that's purple. That looks fine. Whatever.
And right now you have 5 cats that can attack this turn.
Okay. And then all the planes. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that's 5, and that's so I have 9 cats total. Fuck.
Lots of kittes.
Cat. Okay. And then I draw.
Are you beginning to see where your deck is actually like really strong right now?
Yes, I'm starting to realize that if I can just start putting things onto this character, I can start stacking the field and sit very comfortably behind a wall of just cats.
Or you can let your commander hang back and let the cats do the dirty work. It works in multiple ways.
Okay. Okay, that would be a bad card to play. I just put another planes on the field, and I guess I will go with another Kemba attack and leave the others untapped.
All right, I've got a 2/2 that I'm going to throw in front of it, but I still take, I think, 4 trample damage.
I believe so, yes.
So that means that's 4 commander damage that I take on top of what I already have, and you have card effects.
Which is 1 draw and 1 look at the top.
Uh-huh.
I will take that one, and we'll look at the next one. It is not a land, so I will put that one back. That's so this is now the second main phase thing, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I want to tap 4. I can play another creature, right, in the second main phase?
Yes, you can. And you can play more than 1 creature per turn.
Okay.
It's only lands that you're restricted to 1.
Okay, and it's basically as long as I have the lands, I can do it.
Correct.
Okay, so I'll tap 4 of those to bring out Tajnar Swordsmith. That's a really weird name. It says when it comes into play, you may pay X. If you do, search your library for an equipment card with converted mana cost of X or less, and then put the card into play. Then shuffle your library.
Nice. So how much mana do you want to pay for X?
Equipment is what I'm looking for. So I guess let's tap all 5 and go through the library to find a card.
Yep.
I apologize. This might take me a moment here because I'm not too familiar with the entirety of the deck.
No, you're fine.
I might just grab a big chunk out of here and see what I get.
If I had to suggest 1 card, and I have to double check and see if it's actually in your deck list so I don't sound stupid here, but 1 card that's going to be OG for your deck is Whisper Silk Cloak. It is a 3 mana cost artifact that gives your creature Shroud, which means that it can't be targeted by spells or abilities, which means that no one can play a card that says destroy target creature on it, and makes it unblockable. And now I'm stupid because it's not in your deck. But it's a cheap, if you decide you actually like this game or something, that it's maybe worth considering getting.
It's okay.
Otherwise, check out a card called Strata Scythe. 3 converted mana cost.
Strata Scythe. And these are cards that you're suggesting for the deck, correct?
That are in your deck. I'm looking at cards that are in your deck right now.
Okay.
Strata Scythe would probably be my first suggestion. What Strata Scythe does is you have to search your library for a land card when it comes into play, and then you shuffle your library, but the equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each land on the battlefield with the same name as the exiled card. So if you choose Plains, Kemba gets +7/+7 right now, I think. Or +8/+8.
Oh, Lord. I think I found 1 card I'm going to go with, but I just want to do one quick cursory glance. I can't even speak. Cursory glance through the rest. Oh, that's not even one I can use. Okay, hold on.
No worries.
Ooh, okay, I kind of like this one. Ooh, hold on. Oh, okay, that's actually kind of shit. I'm sure I'll find something here that I like.
No problem. Searching your deck is really good once you feel very comfortable with what your deck is, because then you're like, oh, I know exactly what I need right now. But in the beginning phases of playing the game, searching your deck is always a tough choice.
Okay, so I'm looking for an equipment, and I think I've got the... Oh, okay, so that can be another potential fun one. I'll go with that one right there. Do I need to show that, or is that just a...
You do have to show it.
Okay.
Since it said it needs to know what kind of card it is, and then it goes into play.
Okay. So it's going to go on the field anyway. It is Moonsilver Spear.
Nice.
As an equipment, and that I don't think I can do anything with that just yet because I need the mana to do it. But once it's equipped to a creature, whenever I attack is when I can start making a 4/4 white angel creature token.
Correct.
And that'll
flying,
get
right?
Flying. Yes, with flying.
Which means more dice, and you can use your flight kitty for that.
Okay. Well, I've already got the flying cat up on the field there with token stuff already on it. So technically he's already in the field. So I will need more dice for just that one particular thing. So I will drag the dice back over. I found another blue one. Okay, I like that. Okay. Then I will go ahead and let that end my turn.
All right. Untappy tippy tap time. Urza's Bauble was played last turn, so I get to draw 2 cards. And I got an island. Now I'm going to play a Trinket Mage here. Go search for a converted mana cost of 1 or less. I'm going to choose this infamous card here called Soul Ring.
Oh, fancy.
Now, I'm going to tap Sphere of the Suns and remove its last counter off of it to play Soul Ring. I'm going to use Codex Shredders to take a card off the top of my deck, put it into my graveyard. It's a card called Reshape. I'm going to tap Thought Vessel here and use Claws of Gix to sacrifice, Codex Shredder to get Urza's Bauble back. Play Urza's Bauble, crack it. I get to see a card at random from your hand.
You know what? I will give you something different than a plane since I actually have something different than a plane. I have single combat.
Nice. Now I will tap Soul Ring and sack Sphere of the Suns, getting back Urza's Bauble. Play it, sacrifice it. I get to see another card at your hand in your hand at random.
Okay. I have Core Outfitter.
Okay, so it lets you equip stuff for free.
Yep.
I am getting scared. Crap. Well, it'll allow me to draw 2 cards on my next turn, which will be good, but I don't know if I'm going to survive that long, to be honest. Go ahead.
Okay. Upkeep. Fuck, that's right. Upkeep for this. She's got 3 equipment, so that's going to make another set of tokens. Fuck. Come on now. Gooch. Shit. Okay, so that's 3 more cat tokens. I need to bring this up to a 6. 6, there it is. And then I'll go ahead and I'll draw, and then the untap.
Actually, untap is first, but yes.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
The one nice thing about this playmat is that like I can do the whole pull across and everything goes out.
Oh yeah.
Then I'll play a plains and 8, 9, 10. Okay, I've got 10 of those. I want to tap 2 for Core Outfitter to join the field, and with his ability, I'll put Moon Spear onto Kemba.
Okay.
And that's a 4/4 to her. That's that makes it a 10, doesn't it?
So how is she holding all of these?
You know what? I've chosen not to question. Fuck, I need a 12-sided. There it is. So I'm gonna take the 6 and just make it a 12-sided. Put the 10 marker in.
Okay.
But wait, there's more. I'm gonna tap 2 more planes to bring out Hero's Blade.
Okay.
I think I can do that. And then I want to tap 4 more for the equipped on that, which is 3/2. I'm gonna go ahead and put that to Kemba as well. I might actually have to put a fucking 20 on there, so that's 3 more to that. That's 13. Fucker. I need countdown D20s. This is not going to work if I have to like search every time. That, and it's a 2 for that. So 2 more to 7. So we'll put a D10 on there. And fuck it. I'm going to attack with Kemba again as the single.
And she has 13 attack right now?
13 attack and 7 life, I think is what it's referred to as for her.
Defense. Toughness.
Defense. Okay. Tough.
So yeah, I can block with both of my creatures and neglect 4 of it, but since you deal me more than 7 damage, I lose. I have been dealt 21 commander damage, and I am dead.
Oh, damn.
Congratulations! You won your first game of Magic the Gathering.
That was pretty awesome. That felt pretty good to do a thing.
So, how do you feel about your deck right now? What are your thoughts now that you've seen it actually in action?
I'm starting to get an idea for my winning conditions and what my aim is on the field, basically. Mm-hmm. I've learned that my first winning condition, if I choose to go the route, is to bring Kemba onto the field early and start stacking equipment as fast as possible to bring out basically a wall of cat for defense, and rely on Kemba to do the 21 damage per, for the win on that.
Yeah.
How do I say it? So basically, I'm going for commander damage more than I am for life point damage.
Oh yeah, and the cool thing is that your cats will always be sitting back to block, so you can hide behind them.
So I can basically have a wall of cats and slowly chip at damage. So just in case I get attacked, I can start tapping random whatever. And I think I ended with 1, 2, 3, 4, basically 10 cats on the field, not including the actual creature cards.
Yeah, so. And just think, if you attacked with all those cats, that's 20 damage right there. Just boom.
Yeah, I mean, that's 3, 6, 9... fucking 12, yeah, shit, that's a lot.
30, yeah. So your deck is good, despite it being somewhat budget. It is a solid deck.
Proof that it is not about how much you put into a deck; it's just how much you understand what you're doing in your deck.
Exactly. Well, that's a simulation of a low-powered game. Now I'm going to show you a high-powered game. So go ahead and shuffle up, and let's do this again.
Okay, let me clear dice real quick here. This might take just a second.
No problem.
I'll go ahead and keep some of these on the field just in case I need them later. I think I got really lucky in just having mana available at any time for basically any of the equipment that I needed. So I think that was definitely a lucky run on that part.
You definitely had more than enough land that you needed, but that's kind of what you want to do with that deck. You always want to be able to have land. And with the Explorer Scope, you definitely always have the ability to be like, well, I'm just going to look and see if I can get more land, and I like more land. Land is good.
Land. Separate those, because I need these tokens and stuff on the side.
Now, while you shuffle, you may not guess it, but this deck is actually notoriously good. And it's notoriously good because in the same way that your commander generates value for you in making cats every turn, my commander also makes value, which is a lot of ways that commander decks get built. Since you can basically guarantee this is always in your hand, you can always use its ability. And you'll see how far people can push that as we go into the high power game.
Fancy, fancy.
It is. And that's why no one wants me to ever play this deck. So thank you for letting me play this, Milk.
Is this the cursed deck of just instant win?
Yes. So now you're gonna see what the strongest decks in the format do.
I'm excited and terrified at the same time. Sorry.
No, it's all good. Did you bump it with your head?
I did. It's actually hanging very close to like where I'm sitting. It's like in my face as I play, so I have to be somewhat like aware of it and its location.
Oh.
like I showed you the picture. I don't think people are gonna realize just how janky this is, but it's literally just hanging from my ductwork above my head here. And I took a nail clipper and just jammed it up in there between the two, basically the two spots where the wires just barely fit and had a snug enough fit. It's basically like a wedge.
I think it looks great.
It's so fucking janky. I'm so glad that I bought this 10-foot like USB extension because the camera itself is like a 3-foot cable.
It's just dangling. I'm looking at the picture right now.
Just dangling away. I dropped it down a little bit lower, so it is easier for it to see the field. But the camera quality on it's like absolutely fucking garbage because it was a budget $4 camera from Walmart.
But still, it works. It works great for our purposes because I can click Kemba and it comes up with the card.
That's good because when I clicked on Kemba, it came up with some random land that I wasn't aware of its existence.
Oh.
So like I was like, I hope that's not a problem in the future. That would be problematic.
Or worst case, there's a little search bar up above the card searcher, because even with sometimes the best cameras, the machine doesn't know what it's doing, so you can search what the card name is and such.
Fucking AI needs to learn to get better, scrub.
Yes.
I'm just sort of like ham-fisting these into random spots and hoping that shuffles them effectively enough.
No worries.
This is like my first time with card sleeves, so I'm like learning how to manipulate them in my hand as I go here.
Well, since you lost the last game, I'm going to let you choose whether you want to go first or second.
Since I lost the last game?
Or I lost the last game, never mind. Still, I'm going to let you choose first or second because now I'm not playing nice.
Can I still opt for the roll?
Yeah, go for it.
Just because I enjoy having an excuse to roll a die.
I shouldn't have. I don't know what I was thinking, Milk. I'm so sorry. I rolled a 6.
And it's between two of them, right?
Yep, 2 of them.
Shit. I got a 3.
Okay. I will go second, actually.
Okay.
Looking
And
at my
just
hand. Oh, this is a hard keep.
because that's up in the right kind of thing there that I need to reset. 40, and then I drop that back down to 0. Actually, reminds me though, we have a person in the Magic group for fanfiction that is named Johora, isn't there?
Jorah, yep.
Jorah, I'm sorry, I keep thinking. Yeah.
And it's spelled the same, I believe.
Is it?
Yeah, I believe so. I've always kind of wanted to ask and be like, "Oh, hey," but I haven't quite worked up that courage. It could just be like their real name and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Do I keep this hand? Take the mulligan on this one.
Go for it.
Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, okay, that's again the opposite of what I wanted. I'll take one more mulligan here. And 7. Okay, this actually looks like a real hand for once. Awesome.
There you go.
So I'll go ahead and rock out with what I've got.
Go ahead. Yep.
And then I start. I don't draw, but
one you don't draw on the first. Yes.
Okay. So then I'll just start with 1 plains and I cannot. Okay, I will let it roll.
All right, my turn. I am going to play a mountain and end my turn.
Okay. Draw on the start and play a plains. What did I get here? Just skip over that for the second, and I'll just tap 2 plains for Orescus Explorer. When he enters the battlefield, search your library for up to X playing cards, where X is the number of players who control more lands than you, which I don't believe you do, so
nope.
Nothing will happen with that.
But you got a blocker.
Yes.
Alrighty, then my go. I'm going to play a Sulphur Falls, and then I'm going to tap 2 mana for a Prismatic Lens and end my turn.
And while I'm at it, I will do upkeep and draw, play 1 plains. I have no idea what this card means, but I'm going to go ahead and ignore that for a moment and tap 1 for Golem Skin Gauntlets, and then tap 2 to equip that. And that's a +1/+0 for Orescus. And the rest of the ability says equipped creature gets +1/+0 for each equipment attached to it. Oh, so I don't get anything at the moment then. Ignore that. Unless that counts itself.
It does count itself.
Oh, okay, so then I do get a play.
There you go.
Cool. So now I got a 3/2.
Yep.
And then I end.
All right, sounds good. Untap, upkeep, draw. Island. I'm going to tap 4 mana for Joyra, the Weatherlight Captain. Pass.
Pass. What's pass mean?
Oh, I am my turn.
Okay. I'm going to do another plains and... Okay, so I want to tap all 4 of these for Core Cartographer, which when he enters, I search for a plains card in my library. So, hand right there. I'll just take a chunk here and That should get me a plains somewhere. And then that enters tapped as well, and then I'll shuffle, grab another portion here, and just grandma shuffle this real quick. I guess I should probably shuffle on camera. That way it's not like I'm...
I believe you.
Yeah, it's like it's the trust thing, but I want to make sure that like when I want to get into the habit of doing it, so that when I am in a group, it's not like somebody can be like, "Yo, why the fuck ain't you in the camera showing your cards?"
Yeah, I think that's fair.
So I want to build the good habits now, so that way I can break all the habits later.
Yee, like a good writer. I mean,
yes. Learn the rules so that you can bend and break them later. There we go. And then I will go ahead and end my turn.
All right. Are you ready to get on Mr. Bones' wild ride?
I was already on and didn't know it.
All right. I'm going to start by paying 3 mana for Herald of Kozilek. He lets my colorless spells that I cast cost 1 colorless mana less to cast. So I'm going to play a Lens of Clarity, which is an artifact and costs 1 colorless mana for free. Then, whenever an artifact or historic spell I cast, I get to draw a card. So then I'm going to play Scabbling Claws and draw a card. Then I'm going to pay 1 mana for an Arcane Signet and draw a card. I'm going to pay a blue from Arcane Signet to play an Ethereum Sculptor, draw a card. Now artifact spells I play cost 1 additional colorless mana less to play. I'll play Prophetic Prism. Prophetic Prism lets me draw a card when it comes into play, plus the 1 off Joyride. I'll play Hedron Crawler, which lets me draw a card. I will pay 2 life in order to play Gitaxian Probe, which lets me look at your hand and draw a card.
Okay, so I just show my hand to the camera?
Yep.
Okay, that's just a card right there.
Looks great.
Okay. You look great.
I'll play a Renegade Map and draw a card. No you. And now I have a handful of lands. So, it is your turn.
Did you end up drawing half your deck there or something?
Not yet, but I will.
I'm like attempting to follow along and go along, and I just hear more land, damn it. Okay, so that's my 5 planes. Draw a card. Put another plane. I have a feeling I need to do things that I need to start protecting things. What is considered a target? What's it like a permanent? Is that like a creature's considered a permanent, or
what permanent is that considered? Is anything that you cast from your hand and stays on the field permanently. Creatures, artifacts, planeswalkers, lands.
Okay, so would a commander be considered a permanent?
Yes, because a commander is a creature.
Okay, so what I want to do is play 3 planes, or tap 3 planes, and bring Kemba to the field.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to tap 3 more planes and bring out Ardent Intrepid Archaeologist. And I have to go into a combat phase, like where I actually attack something for his effect to go into use, I believe. Okay,
but you can enter combat and not attack.
Okay, so technically it goes into the combat phase regardless of attacking.
Correct.
Okay, so then at the beginning of the combat phase, I can attach any number of auras or equipments I control to a target, permanent, or player. So that means I can take my Golem Skin Gauntlets and just move them over to Kemba, correct?
Correct.
Okay, that's what I want to do to start, so that I can start getting that rolling and move that to there. That's just a +1 for. Then I will go ahead and let that ride for the moment. I want to see where this plays out to.
Sounds good.
I have a feeling it's going to be a ride.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to sacrifice my Scabbling Claws to remove my Gitaxian Probe from the game and draw a card.
Ooh.
Now it's my turn. Untap, upkeep, I've got no effects, and draw. I'm going to play Silvermere and draw a card. I'm going to play a Fellwar Stone and draw a card. I'm going to play a Mill Retriever and draw a card. I'm going to tap 2 mana for Riddlesmith. Anytime I play an artifact spell, I can draw a card, and if I do, discard a card. I'm going to play Golden Egg. This one says draw a card on it, so draw 3 cards and discard 1.
There's a lot of drawing.
I'm going to play Talisman of Creativity. Draw 2 and discard 1. I'm going to play Urza's Bauble. Draw 2 and discard 1. Elsewhere Flask. This one also says draw, so draw 3, discard 1. Skull Clamp. Draw 2, discard 1. Sabo's Web. Draw 3, discard 1. I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3 for Psychosis Crawler. Psychosis Crawler has its power and toughness are equal to the number of cards in my hand. And whenever I draw a card, an opponent loses 1 life. It is also an artifact, so when I cast it, I draw 2 and discard 1, but we're not going to start counting yet. So, do you like to count? I love to count. Today, we're going to count to 40, all right? So, I'm going to play Traveler's Amulet. Draw 2, you lose 2 life, and I'm going to discard 1.
Okay, I better start just getting ready to drop stuff here.
I'm going to play Claws of Gix. I'm going to draw 2, discard 1, you lose 2 life. Helm of Awakening. Draw 2 cards, discard 1, and you lose 2 life. Now, all my spells that cost 3 colorless mana are free to cast. Mannequin. Draw 2, discard 1, and you lose 2 life. Discard the Spire of Industry here. Thought Vessel. There's not a lot of cards I actually want to discard, so I'm just going to draw 1. Ichor Wellspring. Draw 3, so you lose 3, and I get to discard 1. Silent Gravestone. Draw 3, you lose 3, and I discard a card. Sphere of the Suns. Draw 3, discard 1, you lose 3 life. Shimmermere. I draw 3, you lose 3, and I discard a card. Choose this Trinket Mage here. Iron Mirror. Draw 3, you lose 3, I discard a card. Choose this Reshape here because my engine's online and I don't need it. I'm going to play a Memnite. Draw 3, you lose 3, discard 1. Assault Monolith. Draw 3, you lose 3, and I get to discard 1. Wayfarer's Bauble. I draw 3, you lose 3, I discard 1. Is it Signet? I draw 3, you lose 3, you discard 1. And Mind Stone. Draw 3, you lose 3, and I discard 1. What's your life total?
1.
Well, in that case,
I think I may have miscounted, but I did it as many times as I was told to do it.
Then I'm going to do Conjurer's Bauble, Springleaf Drum, Wanderer's Trig, Elixir of Immortality, Chromatic Sphere, Tormund's Crypt, Ornithopter, Codex Shredder, and you're gonna lose another 18.
I don't think this counter lets me go into the negative numbers.
Yep. So that's it. Good game. Wasn't that fun?
It's fun to watch, but like on the receiving end, that was literally like, oh, I'll play a couple things and be like, oh, okay, I still got to learn his winning condition, and all of a sudden I realize what it's going to be, and before I know how to even do anything, it's already happened. Like the winning condition is that one card, and getting your colorless down into like free play. Like it's like holy shit.
So here's the secret. This deck costs $40.
$40 for a free win?
Yes.
Jesus.
But people hate playing against this. This card is designed for a format called Competitive Commander, or Competitive EDH, which is what the format was called before it was called Commander. A deck like this is very frowned upon because when you come to a deck, people want to play their cards and have a good time. So you usually ask, well, how high-powered is this deck? This is about a 9 out of 10. Like, this is really strong.
It's fucking scary.
Whereas your deck, I would call it a 5 out of 10. It's pretty good, but not oppressive. It's not aiming to win the game in the first 5 turns of the game.
Yeah, mine's got some like table play time. Like, you've got some time to do some stuff in the game and do things.
Yeah. So, now that you've seen both ends of the spectrum, if your opponent literally does nothing, let's play a real game. Just something that like is actually evenly compared against your deck. And I built this deck. This is my white token deck. It makes elves, not kitties, because elves are better than kitties.
Elves are fucking gay.
Oh, it's fucking on. It's on now. But this deck is fairly weak, and I think it will prove a fair challenge to what you're playing against.
I actually think I'm going to flip my mat over because this sticky side is getting annoying. It's just like a mouse pad.
Oh, perfect.
They're not on.
That's a cute Una.
I need to like run some sandpaper over the top and clean off some of the little frilly bits and stuff. So
yeah, I have one like that. I have a. Oh God, where is it? Yeah, I think it's Is it this one? No, it's not this one. Maybe I already threw it away. Yeah, I might have already thrown it away. But I had a MLP mat that I was really, really tired of, and finally let go of it because it was getting gross and stained, and I've had it for years and
grungy.
Yeah.
Tastes like burning. But no, like even for my mouse pad, I've swapped over just to our Barcast mouse pad.
Barcast mouse pad?
Yeah,
where can you get a Barcast mouse pad?
You can get an official Barcast mouse pad on our Teesprings account, located in our website somewhere. And they're actually not like horribly priced, and they're decent size, like standard and stuff. I bought like a whole bunch of them and took them to conventions, and we were giving them out and stuff. So
it's true. It was true.
I'm very excited for whatever the next convention is. I'm buying several Barcast merch related items, and whatever fucking panel we do or host anything, I want to just give things out and just celebrate the fact that we're back in a public space and people are happy.
We Barcast now.
Yes. So not to shill, obviously this is a separate thing. Barcast, I believe. I'm retarded today.
No,
so don't quote me on anything.
This is technically part of Barcast.
Is it?
And it's going to be on Barcast YouTube, so I mean, it counts.
I thought we were becoming a conglomerate like Machinima, where we just suddenly take on every project and everything becomes Machinima.
Hashtag Barcast. All will Barcast. Let the Barcast flow.
Unlimited Barcast.
Oh God, I hope not.
I kind of hope not to. The amount of stuff that goes into Barcast is somewhat in a scary level, and I'm like, no more work, please.
It's true. We have to divvy out work, not take on more.
What if we just brought more people and made them like do things for us?
It's like volunteers?
No, like we just conscript them. You're now part of Barcast, and you are a part of us, but you don't get to do the cool things, and you have to do the work.
I mean, that's what Alex is. But yes, I am totally cool with having more interns.
I feel like Alex gets more perks than a standard intern does.
I mean, that's fair.
Like, he's not paid, but we still do things more for him. Oh, okay. Why am I getting so many fucking pings on fucking... I can just take a small moment here to make sure somebody's not dying.
You're good, man.
You know, it'd probably be easier if I just use my phone instead of stretching across the table and potentially bobbling into my fucking camera there. Doesn't look like they're
not dead yet.
They're not dead. It's mostly just a lot of porn that's been sent to me, but I'm okay with it.
Oh, yay porn. I should not put a canned drink on a PS4. What am I doing?
Exactly what I would do in my early teens. I've ruined way too many Xbox 360s that way. That's I went through like 4 of those consoles because I was fucking stupid with them.
Oh my god.
It was an embarrassing time. 2005 and on were very special years for me.
I remember I got a red ring of death with my Xbox 360, not because there were actual problems with it, but because I bought a cooling station to avoid the problems, and the cooling station was causing it. Like,
that's
what
weird.
The fuck, right?
That's an interesting like issue. I think that was a lot of issues that were cooling issues with the Xbox. I think I went through 2 red rings that were unintentionally caused by not by soda, but just by existing in a dusty environment. The cooling would just be shit.
Oh.
I think the worst one I went through was we had a real bad snowstorm in like 2009, and I had a week off of school because they just kept closing everything. But my Xbox died on the first day, and it sent off the second day, and I didn't get it back for that entire time, so I had nothing to do while at home. Do I want to keep this trying to do? You know what? I'm going to go ahead and keep the hand I've got, and I'm going to just pray that the card gods give me another whatever I want here. They just give me what I need. Yeah.
I'm going to keep my hand too. You lost the last game, so you get to choose whether you go first or second.
Can I opt for the roll again?
Yes, let's roll again. More excuses for dice.
I'll even get a dice mat out.
I rolled a 9 this time.
I had to pour the dice out of the dice mat. I rolled a 5.
All right, I'm going to go first. All right. Now, no draw because I am the first turn of the game. I'm going to play a Forest and play a Reese the Redeemed because my commander costs 1 mana!
Fancy.
Go ahead, bud.
Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and start with... I got to draw. Draw first. Okay, I'm going to play 1 Plains and... I'm going to just go ahead and tap him to bring out an equipment piece and have that just sit there. That's Stoneforge Masterwork.
Sounds good. Anything else?
I'm going to look at my hand here just to make sure I can't do anything else, and I can't, so I'm going to go ahead and sit.
All right. I go. Plains, and I'm going to attack you for 1!
Thug! I have to reset my life counter.
You take 1 damage and 1 commander damage.
Ooh, woo.
I'm going to kill you. This is a 21 turn clock. Do you think you can survive 21 turns?
Absolutely not.
Go
We'll
ahead.
see what happens. Okay, I'll untap. I'll draw. Got a foil card. Yay. Another planes. Can I do anything with that? I don't do anything with that yet. Okay, do that. I guess I could do. Okay, I'll go ahead and tap 2 planes and bring out Orescus Explorer. And his effect doesn't do anything because nobody has more mana than me at the moment.
True.
And I will go ahead and end on that.
All right, my go. 3 mana. And you know what? I'm going to attack you for 1 again.
I'm just going to sit here and take it then.
Go ahead.
Ooh.
I'm going to wreck ya.
Okay. Shit. Dropped a card. Bug. Okay, my... Is your turn good, or are you?
Oh, I'm all good. Sorry, I think
okay.
I heard you robot a little bit.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. My internet's been goofy the last couple of weeks here.
No worries.
Go ahead and do that, and draw, and I'll put another planes, and what I want to do... you know, I'll go ahead and tap 3 and bring out Kemba.
Okay.
And go with that.
All right.
And I'll end.
My turn. No more reckless attacking. I actually forgot that you had a creature over there. Because my dude's only a 1/1. I'm not going to be able to handle any of that. So, it's time to start setting up some defenses. 4 mana for a Trostani, Selesnia's Voice. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under my control, I gain life equal to that creature's toughness. Go ahead.
Okay. What was that effect again, if you don't mind reading that back to me?
If another creature enters the battlefield under my control, I gain life equal to its toughness.
Okay. Go ahead and draw, put a planes, and... do I want to do? I want... That's a creature thing that has that effect?
Correct.
Then I want to go ahead and play the mana cost for equipping Stoneforge Masterwork to Kemba, which is +1/+1 for each creature on... for each other creature you control that shares creature types with it. So, I now have a 3/5 on that.
You do?
3, yes, because it gets a 1. 1 for this creature, because it's a cat.
Nice! Kitty power! And every time you make other cats, it gets even stronger.
Yes.
That's... oh shit, that's actually really scary.
Slowly learning my win conditions here, or at least what I consider win conditions. Even though they're all the same.
Now I'm scared I'm actually, like, not in a good spot. I thought I was doing really well. This is not good. All right. Anything else?
I believe I will end on that.
Okay. Then I'll untap and draw and proceed to be sad. Forest. And then I'm going to play an enchantment called From Beyond. On each of my upkeeps, I get to make a 1/1 Eldrazi Scion creature token that has the ability to sacrifice itself to make 1 colorless mana. That's it. Go ahead.
Okay, and you said that was an enchantment?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and untap, play a plains, draw a card. I should have drew first. Okay, so I want to first tap 2 planes for mine excavation, which is return target artifact or enchantment card in a. Oh god, I read that card wrong. I apologize.
No worries, you're good.
I guess hang on to that. I was about ready to try and get rid of that one card on there. I want this card instead. So I'll tap the same for disenchant, and what I originally wanted to do is to get rid of that one that gives you the 1/1 on upkeep.
Yep, that kills it. Deader than a doornail.
Yes. Oh, and I forgot my upkeep as well for that. I'm supposed to put a cat onto what's her face field. That's 2/2. Okay, and then I'm supposed to get a 1 for this because that's another cat creature on the field. And that's a 4, and that becomes a 6. Right there. And then I want to. Where's that one? I'll do that one. Yeah. I'll go ahead and tap the 2 planes and just throw out Rogue's Gloves, unequipped right now.
Nice.
And I will end on that.
All right, untap. Play planes here. Crap. I've got to play really defensively now, and I'm going to fall behind really quick. I will play a card called Mirror Entity. And end my turn.
Okay. Let's see here. So upkeep, supposed to put another cat. This goes up again. I gotta swap the 6 for a D10, and I gotta make that 7. And then this becomes a 5. And yeah, undo that. Well, yeah, that's all of them. And then I draw a card. Play a planes. I want to tap 2 for Rogue's Gloves and attach that to Kimba.
All right.
Which is whenever I attack, I draw a card. Or deal damage.
Combat. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, deal damage, I draw a card. And then I want to tap 2 for Open Armory, which is search my library for aura or equipment card and reveal it and put it into my hand. And then shuffle. So I'm going to grab just a chunk of this shit right here and...
Go get yourself an artifact.
Damn right. Or equipment or something.
Yes, yes. I can't think of many artifacts in your deck that aren't equipments, but yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all of them are.
I think I designed it that way so it would be easier to differentiate what you can hit and what you can't.
Yeah. This, which is going to be Moonsilver Spear. I'm just going to grab another big chunk there and grandma shuffle this real quick here and do that on camera. Good habits first.
Yeah.
Not just sitting by itself. Bug. One of these days I'll get proficient with card sleeves and shuffling.
No worries. A lot of people struggle with it.
It's just, it adds so much extra to the cards that it's like 100 cards doesn't seem like much when you first deal with it. But then you add on all the extra what is a sleeve and just like, it's a lot more than I originally would have anticipated.
Oh yeah. And they be if they're glossy, they slippery too.
Yes. Okay, so that goes into there, and just for the sake of it, it is Moonsilver Spear that I have.
Cool.
And that's in my hand now.
Yes.
Is this untapped? I don't know if that's untapped or not. I'm gonna
It's
just leave that
untapped.
over there.
Yes, it is untapped.
Okay, so that makes it combat phase. Do I want to do anything. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and attack with Kemba and tap her.
Okay.
And that's 5 damage in your direction.
I'm going to proceed to be sad and take 5 damage. And that's 5 combat damage as well.
Yeah, commander damage. 5. And then for the effect, do I draw and keep that card?
Yep, you draw and keep.
Deals damage. Okay. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't one of those that specifies if it's an X card, then keep it. If not, throw it back.
Right.
Okay. And I will. Oh, okay. Can I use this? No, I can't. Okay. I will go ahead and end on that.
All right. Then at the end of your turn, I'm going to make an elf. And by making an elf, you're around here somewhere. No. Okay. We're going to have this Sapperling be an elf.
Fancy.
It's a 1/1. But then when my elf comes into play, Trostani activates and I gain a life. Dig.
Okay.
Untap. And I will draw. Continue to be sad. And end my turn.
Okay.
There are plans, I swear.
No, I believe it. I'm sure that you have a lot of ideas in your head on how you're going to do and aim for your win conditions and stuff. I'm probably just throwing a wrench in it by getting rid of that 1/1 thing that you were using to make 1/1s basically.
That was a big setback for me. I'm not going to lie, because it was going to make me a whole bunch of extra mana.
Okay. So then I untap Kemba, and then on upkeep I put another. I have to put 2 out, don't I?
Yes, 2 kitties.
So 2 more kitties, and because of that card, this one. No, is it that one?
Your equipment.
That's right. The equipment. I get another 2 points added onto this, so I need to get another D10. Do I have one? I don't. Oh, I like this one. This one's nice. Looks like it's got fire in it. So that makes this a 7/9. Keep that on side. Put that back over here. Then I'll untap everything. Draw a card. Play a plains. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
How big is your combo right now?
What's that?
How big is your combo right now?
She's currently 7 attack, 9 life.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and where's that card at? I think I remember what these effects were, but I'm gonna go ahead and tap 3 for Chariot of Victory, and then tap 1 for the equipment to Kemba, and that is equipped creature gets first strike, trample, and haste. Now, I'm trying to remember what first strike is. Now, if that's where I get attacked, I still do the damage first, correct?
Correct. It changes that way. You do the damage first, and what's called first strike damage.
Okay.
And then trample is all the excess damage goes to the other creatures or to the player. Haste means that your creature doesn't have summoning sickness anymore, so you can attack the same turn it's played.
Okay, so that's more or less a non. Oh, what's the word? I don't have to basically worry about that effect because she's already been on the field for a while now.
Correct.
Okay, and that doesn't do anything for the life. Do I want to do anything else? I'm gonna go ahead and attack again with Kemba's Regent for my combat phase. Chemica Regent, something like that, and that's 7 damage this time.
And it has trample now.
Yes, so the differences still apply.
This changes everything. Yeah. I guess I'll take 7.
Okay.
I don't like this.
7.
I guess I only have one choice now.
Play the Black Lotus card and just start building mana.
No. Black Lotus is illegal in this format, but...
Oh, is it? I keep forgetting that there are certain formats that ban specific cards in play. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah.
I always thought all the cards are like allowed.
Most cards are allowed in this format. There's only like 30 that aren't, which out of like hundreds of thousands of cards, that's pretty good.
Yeah. And I believe that's going to end my turn.
So. Okay. I'm going to use Reese to make another elf. And then I'm going to use Tristani's ability to populate, which allows me to create a token copy of a token that I already control, which is going to be an elf.
Token of a token.
All right. Untap. Draw. All right. It's time for sadness. I am going to play... Hold on to a white there. Phyrexian Rebirth. It's going to destroy all creatures. And then I get a XX colorless horror artifact creature on the battlefield where X is the number of creatures destroyed. I'm destroying 6 creatures. How many of your creatures am I destroying?
I have to pick how many creatures?
All of them. All of them die.
All of them. Okay.
So how many of yours am I destroying?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So I have a 12/12 now, and all creatures are destroyed.
Oh shit.
Now, Kemba gets special rules because she goes back not to the graveyard, but to the command zone again.
And I lose all of these little points and whatnot I had on her. And her cost doubles now, was it?
Her cost has 2 colorless extra.
Okay, so that makes her 2 whites and 3 colorless.
Yes.
And then what about the equipment stuff? Did that stay on the field?
They stay on the field because they are not creatures. They are just on the ground like a fallen warrior's sword in battle.
It's like when somebody gets snapped by Thanos, all their clothes get left behind.
Yep.
Okay. Yes.
And then I'll play a creature called Avacyn's Pilgrim, and then I'm done because I can't attack with my 12/12. Go ahead.
Let's see. Okay, I gotta untap since I don't have an upkeep at this point. 4, 7, draw. I'll do this. Okay, I want to... I guess I'll go ahead and tap 5 planes and bring Kemba back out.
All right.
And then I want to tap 2 planes to re-equip Rose Gloves to her.
All right.
Just so she's got something there. And then I guess I will call that turn.
All right. Untapping over here. Draw. Play. Forest. I'll attack for 12.
I'm going to go ahead and take that 12.
All right. It's not commander damage or anything special. It's just 12 damage. Then I'm going to play my commander, Reese, for 3 mana. Go ahead.
Okay. Untap all this and do my upkeep, which is cat token.
You got a kitty.
Kitty cat.
You know what kitties like to do?
Die, apparently.
Block 12/12s.
Poor kitty. Oh no. That's not gonna that's gonna be bad for all 7 lives. Oh goodness. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I didn't. That's gonna be fun. I'm gonna go ahead and tap 3 mana total. 1 for Chariot, 1 for Stoneforge Masterwork.
Okay.
For each creature I control that shares the creature type. So I should also get. Do I get anything else out of these things? For strike, trample, haste, no, and then that's the one I care about because I get the +1/+1 for the same creature. That makes it a 3/5. And where's my tap? 1, 2, 3. I've still got.
You're just building the Megazord over there.
I'm definitely trying. I'm just gonna slap shit and hope that like whatever I do is gonna work. Because I have no idea. I'm grasping at straws. Can I do that? Is that gonna work? 1, 3. So what I will do is I'm gonna tap 1 to play Golem Skin Gauntlets, and then tap 2 to equip it to Kemba, which is +1 for each equipment that is attached to her, which is now
4.
So
that's 7/5, right?
3, 4. Yeah, that should be 7/5. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put my other one back on there and take that off. Then I will tap 1 more for just playing Prying Blade on the field.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and end on that.
All right. Untap my big old 12/12.
Bug.
Draw. I'm going to tap 3 mana to play Harrow. Lets me sacrifice a land to go get 2 basic lands out of my deck, put them into play tapped. Get a Plains and a Forest. Just a little bit of deck thinning to improve my stats and stuff. Also get extra lands into play. Then I'm going to enter combat and attack with my 12/12.
Okay. And I can block with the 2/2?
Yep, and you'll take no damage because it doesn't have trample.
Little kitty bat to get stompered.
Yep, that kitty is dead.
Okay, and then just for the token cards, I can set them to the side instead?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tokens don't go into the graveyard. You can't, like, revive tokens or anything like that.
Okay.
But then that's it. I'm done.
Okay. Yeah, believe it or not, this is like the first time I've ever played with tokens ever in a card game, so I'm learning that new mechanic right there.
Now, I will make you aware of something that my commander can do right now, just so that way you're aware when you go to your attacks. My Reese the Redeemed has the ability to tap and use 6 mana to make a copy of each creature token that I have into play. So I can start making a whole bunch of 12/12s now.
That is horrifying. I don't think I like that.
Just thought I'd let you know and be very fair about it.
Oh boy. That means I need to like do things quickly here. Which I think I can. I just need to like think about this.
You do make 4 kitties.
Do make 4 kitties. That's what I'm aiming here for. So I've got suddenly 4 small adorable blockers that can get waffle stomped and just whatever happens. And then that one there. So those are all the 2/2s that come up.
So you lost one of the creatures from last time. So it would go down to a 6/4, right? But then you get 4 more. So it would be a 10,
that is correct.
8.
10, 8. Yeah, that's right. So I need the D12. What is that? Do the big red one there. So that's a 10, 8, and another 10. Fuck. Thank you for helping me with the math on this. Like, I'm pretty sure I'd be lost for a little while here trying to figure that out.
You are all good.
Okay, so that's 10, 8. There's all the mana untipper tapped. Is that all the mana? That's all the mana. I'm going to go ahead and draw, play another mana. Think I've got enough to do what I want to do just in case I have to do a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Yeah, I'm going to tap the 4 to bring out Moon Silver Spear.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and tap another 4 to go ahead and equip that. That goes ahead and makes 11. This a 11. And I want to sit on that because I know if I do something stupid, that's not going to benefit me in any way. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let that rest.
Have you done 12 damage to me with Kemba this game?
Yes, I did. It was... What was it? Yeah, no, it was 5 and then 7.
Whew, yeah, so I'm going to make my 12-12 blocker now. Because I didn't realize that you could just attack and kill me. So there's my 12-12 copy. And I guess now it's my turn.
Yes.
I need to actually be really scared of Kemba right now because she also has trample.
Does she? Yeah, that's right, because she has trample, first strike, haste, and I think that was it, yeah.
I'll do a roiling regrowth. It's just like Hero. I get to sack a land, put 2 basics from my deck into play tapped. Choose another forest and plains. So when I use Reese's ability, I'll get 2 12-12s. Unless you just, like, alpha stomp one of them.
I am hoping to, like, get another effect on here that would very much help maybe get the win. But I'm also kind of banking on another possible combo just to fill out some more stuff on the field.
I'm going to attack with 2 12-12s.
Okay. I will go ahead and block with the 2 cats.
Okay. Then your Kemba loses a little bit of its juice.
Yeah. What's that? That brings me down to 9, doesn't it?
9-6, right?
Yeah, 9-6.
And then I'm going to preemptively make my 2 12-12 blockers. Using Reese's ability to double my tokens. Go ahead. I'm actually scared.
Okay, so am I.
If your Kemba can fly or something, I just lose.
No, I don't believe I can fly just yet. Whenever a creature attacks, yeah. So no, I don't have anything that's going to be making her fly just yet. But I mean that to be fair, that is what I'm aiming for. I'm hoping for something that gives me flying.
Flying cats.
Yes. Aggressive amount of kitty cats flying in the air. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 artifacts, so that's going to bring me up a good bit there.
It's 5 cats.
5 cats. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save myself some of the trouble here, and I'm going to go ahead and count him as 1 and put a 4 token on him. So he's going to be my stack of 5, and then just him by himself or whatever.
Okay, so then your Kemba goes up to 14-11.
Yes. So I gotta drop that for a 20.
It's a big kitty cat.
Yes, is a very big kitty cat. And then I'm gonna go ahead and untap the land. Still love that I could just drag it across and it goes, for the most part. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and draw. Think I can use this card, which I want to do, cause a lot of problems. What else is in here? Okay. That's considered a sorcerer. Okay, so that's not going to do me any good there. So what I want to do... Now stop me if I get like ahead of myself thinking that I've done something cool, but it's not really because I've read the cards wrong, but
Okay.
I want to tap 3 planes for Oblivion Ring. And when Oblivion Ring comes into play, remove another target non-land permanent. And I'm thinking I want to remove your commander from play. Or not from play, but like from the field.
So this is where things get interesting. Because you targeted my commander, and I don't have responses. You got him. But I have the choice to either put him under the Oblivion Ring, and you can do the rest of the Oblivion Ring's effect, or he goes back to the command zone. Because they want to make sure in this format that you always have access to your commander.
Okay.
I'm going to choose to put him back in the command zone, but that means I can't use him until my next turn, and then he has Summoning Sickness, and then I can use him the turn after that. Is that what you want?
That, yes, that's what I'm going to go with for the moment.
Okay.
I think that's the direction I'm going.
I'm going to put a little dice on my commander here to show that he costs 4 extra mana now, because it will be the second time I cast it.
And enchantment goes into the graveyard, correct?
Nope, it stays in play.
Oh, okay, so that's just a reminder that things are going.
Yep. Well,
okay.
It doesn't really have a target anymore, which gets awkward, but Oblivion Ring stays in play. Like, if you target something that isn't a commander, like my Pilgrim here, the Pilgrim would go under the Oblivion Ring, and I couldn't get it back until the Oblivion Ring is dead. Okay.
Okay, so then for clarity's sake, and a question here, will I need to play the cost of the card again to redo the effect, or is it just another, I designate one more card from your thing on my next turn?
So, Oblivion Ring can only hit one card, and then it stays in play until it's dead. Then when it's dead, it goes to the graveyard.
Okay. So we're in that goofy moment where because of the commander going to the commander zone, this still can be selected for something else, but that has to be on the next turn?
No. So this is only goofy because of the commander rule.
Okay.
So here's what happens. If, let's say you were targeting not a commander, Avacyn's Pilgrim would go underneath it, and that Avacyn's Pilgrim would just be removed from the game until Oblivion Ring's dead.
Okay.
Now, when you target Reese the Redeemed, and it gets removed from play, I can then decide to remove it from play. That old Reese Redeemed is still the target of Oblivion Ring, and that target doesn't change. If I play Reese again, it is considered a new or different card, Reese, and stays in play. But the Oblivion Ring still targets that old one, and that old one is gone. Like, it is dead. It is gone forever.
Oh, okay, so technically this is just in limbo now. It exists in the field, but it's technically holding down another card.
Yes,
exactly. But that card can't just come back. Or okay, exactly. So it's in card limbo, card hell.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I wanted it to do. So I wanted it to do a thing.
It set me way back.
Okay. What I want to do next is I'm going to go ahead and tap 2 more planes for Prying Blade and attach it to Kemba, and that gets a +1 and another +1 because of the equipment. So I'm now a 16-11. Come on now, where's the 16? There it is.
Oh shit.
16-11.
Okay. And
Okay, I can't do anything with the cards in my hand. Trying to think of what I can do. I think I can attack, but if your creatures has more than 12 attack and it kicks me in the nuts, basically Kemba dies and I lose all of that work I've done. I am going to.
And if you attack with the kitties, I'll just block and not take any damage here.
Yeah, so really there's nothing that benefits me in the motion at the moment.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and sit and go ahead and end my turn right there.
Cool. Then I'll untap. I'm kind of sad because I'm locked in limbo here too. And I drew a land. That doesn't really help. Because I can attack you with 12/12s, but you're making blockers for days. Yes. I just have to make sure I keep up enough to block Kemba. And once Kemba's too big to be blocked, I am screwed.
Yeah, I think I have only one win condition here, and that is to somehow get behind your blockers.
I'm going to attack with 3 12/12s.
Okay, I'm going to block with 3 of my cats, so that brings me down to 3 left on the field.
Which then also removes 3 power and toughness off of Kemba.
So that's down to 13 and
8. And then for 5 mana, I guess I'll play Reese again, but I can't really do anything with him right now. So
okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so upkeep. I'm gonna have 6 more cats.
Jesus.
That's 7 on this here. 7 cats, and that brings this up to. Gotta add 6 to 13. That gives me 19. Total. Where the fuck's a 19 on? 19. And that brings me on from 8 to. I gotta add 6 to 8. That's 14. So I need a d20 instead. And the 14 I can actually find pretty easy because the 14 is always next to a 20.
Sounds like you need to get some spin down d20s.
Yes, I do. I'm starting to memorize the location of random set. But I do need some spin downs. All of mine are the original format. So, fuck. Okay, that's just my upkeep. Too much math. I already hate math. Okay, so then I'm gonna start to untap all of these manas here. That's 4, 8. That's right. Now I draw a card. Play another planes. And I have anything I can. Guess I can do that. I mean, see any benefit? I'm gonna go ahead and tap 3 planes for Remember the Fallen, and that's choose one or both. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand, and return target artifact to blah blah blah. I don't have any artifacts, so I'm just gonna take the one creature. Okay. And that's the Oreskos Explorer, and
I definitely have more land than you.
Yes. And I want to tap 2 for his mana cost. Bring him on the field, and since he's a cat, that gives me +1/+1.
Yep.
So that's now a 20/15. And because you are also planes where X is the number of players to control more land, you are 1 player. Reveal those cards. Hold on. What? Up to X plane. So I can get another plane. I get one more playing card, basically.
Yes.
To reveal that I've gotten the plane. And do I put that in? Okay, no, into my hand and then shuffle. That's in my hand. Grab another little section of cards just to shuffle stuff.
Granite shuffle.
Come on, go in there. Get in there. Okay. And that. And is that all I could do? Sorcery goes into here, right? How many blockers do you have?
I've got a 12/12, my 1/1 over here, and my commander.
Okay. And you can designate more than one creature to block one attack, right?
Yes, I could put all of these on one creature, making a total total damage done to a creature that attacks 14.
You said your total is 14, basically?
Yeah, the damage that I can deal or block to a creature is 14.
Okay.
And then if there's trampling, all of that's going to go over. Any damage dealt over 14 is going to be dealt to me because of trample.
Okay, so then I guess for my combat phase here, I am going to YOLO it and attack with everything.
What?
Everything.
Fuck.
Everything.
Okay. So how 5 cats came into play this turn, including your Oresco. So those can't attack, right?
That is correct.
So there are 2 cats that can't attack and Kemba.
Well, I have 5 cats who can't attack because they came in, so I'm gonna have. Oh yeah, 2 who can. No, I have a third because there was a single 1 on this, and that went up by 5.
Okay.
So 3 cats and Kemba. So that's 4 total creatures, and that is 20, 22, 23, 24.
I'm still scared.
Wait, that's 20 because it's plus 2, so 20, 22, 24, 26.
Well, either way, I need to throw this 12/12 in front of Kemba, or I will actually die due to commander damage. And I'll throw the Abyssin's Pilgrim in front of it too to make it 13. And then I have to take the rest. So that's 6 cat damage, and then minus 13 from Kemba's attack. How much do I still take?
Minus 13 from that. That's 7. 7 commander.
7 plus 6, 13, and then 7 commander.
Okay. And what's that put you for commander damage on your side there? That's 19, correct?
19. If I take 2 more damage from Kemba, I am dead.
Okay. So then let me go through the process of tapping this shit. That's tapped. These are just tapped symbolically for everything. Leave him untapped because he's technically summoning sickness.
Yeah, and you can take like your 5 untapped cats and put them on a new token to mark that they're blockers.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and just put another token on the field, and how do I want to signify that?
Just put 5 on it.
Okay, put 5 on it.
Yeah.
I just don't want to like make it be like all of a sudden I've got all these other cats on here or something like that.
No worries.
Okay.
I need to have the nut draw or I'm gonna lose.
The big nut. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do I have anything I can do? I do not. So I will go ahead and let that end.
All right. Let's see what we can do here. YOLO. That's not YOLO. I'm going to throw down a Sunblade Elf. It gets +1/+1 as long as I have a plains, and it has the ability to make my team stronger. I'm going to get ahead of the game and double the creature tokens I have. So that way I have 3 additional 12/12s to block with. So that way I can have multiple things block Kemba.
Okay.
And I'm just going to pray that you can't make Kemba fly. Go!
Okay, now this is the big long process again here. I'm going to untap this. This 5 I'm going to take off of here so I don't think I've got 5 extra cats suddenly. And then I'm going to take that off the field, but I have a feeling I'm going to be bringing all of those back anyway. Here's my 20 and my 15. Kemba's upkeep is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, and I forgot about the angel token as well.
Oh god.
The
okay,
4,
so you
the
make
4/4.
you make your angel because you attacked with Kemba. So go ahead and just make the angel. You couldn't attack with it last turn anyway.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just make the angel now. That the single die and a upside down card. I guess I'll signify an angel. I don't know.
Oh fuck! That angel flies.
Yeah, the angel flies. So that's free 4 points of damage at least.
That's 4 turns, and I'm dead. Oh god. Okay.
Not only that, but 6 equipment adds on to my cats makes this into 7 plus 6 is 13. Now I've got 13 kitty cats. There. And I'm gonna go ahead and untap everything. There's my hand of stuff, and then I'm gonna go ahead and draw. I mean, that's not really what I want, but yeah, I guess fucking YOLO. Let's go ahead and tap 2 planes for Hero's Blade, and then equipped it for tapping 4 planes. And that adds 3/2 to Kemba.
Plus the equipment one, so an additional one.
So 4/2 is what I'm gonna get. So I'm gonna do. Where's it at? Come on. I have one specifically for this situation. Because that's. There we go. 24-sided die. And that's the max on that one. So if I go any bigger, I have to get the 60-sided die.
Well, there you fucking go, I guess.
And then that's the +2 there. Oh, plus all the cat shit. Forgot the extra math there too. The extra.
So you made 6 extra cats. So
6 extra cats. So 30 on that. Come on now. I know it's on. 30. 30 is. That was a waste of time to get the 24. And then, well, no, technically it wasn't because I had 15 and plus 6 is 21, so I need this anyway. Now where's the 20? There's the 21. So now it's a 30-21.
I'm in danger.
I mean, just imagine next turn. That's 7 equipment total. So
that is if I'm not able to block, that is an instant kill on commander damage.
I'm gonna need to get the 100 die out if I go another turn and have to do upkeep again. Fuck. I don't even remember if I played a planes at this turn. I don't think
you did.
I'm gonna play a planes. I think you can block for because you've got a bunch of the 12/12, so I can't really do anything without like getting Kemba stomped there. You've got 12, 24, 36, so I need to be over 36 to do anything with trample.
Well, I've got 6 12/12s. So I can block up to 72 damage. But only from 6 individual sources.
Okay.
Because each creature can only block 1 creature. Which I'm going to be targeting Kemba.
Yes. No, I would make sense. So okay, that's what I wanted. That's how I'd want to roll that out then. Okay, so then I guess for the time being, I'm going to just tap my angel for 4 damage on you. As my combat.
I can do literally nothing about that.
I'm gonna grandstand with my 30. I'm gonna grandstand with my 30-21 and just make the angel do the work.
I mean, I'm sure as hell not gonna attack into your big dude.
I don't
because you've got so many blockers. I just wouldn't do anything.
I mean, not only that, but I also have first strike and trample. So I guess I could block everything but one, and then just reverse the attack on you with a no U.
Well, the trample doesn't work when you're blocking. It's only when you're
Okay.
attacking.
Okay, so then that was dumb to say then. Never mind.
No, you're fine. It's still learning. Anything else, my dude, or is it my crying turn?
It is crying turn. I'm gonna just grandstand with what I've got.
Got it. I'm gonna draw, get another land because I'm good at this game. Double, so that way I have 12 12s.
12 12s.
And proceed to cry. Because I can't attack with these, and I am adamantly scared of what's going to happen next turn. So I'm done. Go.
Oh god. Okay, more math. Just for sanity's sake, I'm gonna go ahead and just undo all of my planes. Yeah.
Untap happens first anyway. Yep. Untap first. Then upkeep.
And then upkeep. So I've got 7 equipment. That gives me
7 kitties.
7 cats. 7 to 13 is... that's going to give me a total of 20. Okay, find the 14. There it is. There's the 20. So that's 7 cats who can't attack, but I have 13 cats who can. And on that, plus hit, that's 14, 15, and then whatever he is.
So that's a 37... And then what's the toughness?
It's 1 and 1. So 7 to that. 7 is 28.
37, 28.
Yes. Where's the 28? 37, 28, 37, 28. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take that off. I'm going to put the 28 there, and if you'll excuse me for just a half second, I need to grab another die.
Is it a D100?
I needed the 100 side because I don't have another 60, and that was 37 I'm looking for, so I apologize. I have to stare at a golf ball here.
You're fine. This is so entertaining.
It's so rare that these actually come out for a purpose more than just being on a shelf and stared at.
Let me actually ask you, how does it feel to actually use these dice?
It's very surreal. I always assumed that the dice would stay in a collection and just simply sit. I am currently using just some acrylics and resins. Yeah. I'm not using all of my stone die because getting them all out and having the correct sets would be far more nightmarish than this. I have a feeling the 37 is rubbed off somewhere in there. 37. Fuck. Yeah, I got a feeling that 37's in there, but it's like rubbed off on somewhere. Okay, so 30. We'll do 2. Shit. And then I need 17 on this one.
One thing that's pretty common is that they'll use 2 D10s to just mark them as like 100.
Oh, I guess I should have done that. That would have been like a percentile and a signals.
But now you have an excuse to use all these dice though, and I'm entertained.
Okay, yeah. There it is. Just in case, next time I'll use a percentile. Those are probably the rarest ones I have. Nobody has percentile. So, okay, so that's where I'm at. I'm at 37-28 for Kemba and 23 cats on the field plus an angel, which I'm just gonna go ahead and have the angel do some more work. I'm gonna just tap for another 4 damage.
I mean, that's fair. I'm at 8.
I think that's it for my turn right there.
Okay. Now I think the tides are going to be turned. Ooh, yes, perfect. Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to play 4 mana for a card called Harmonize. It'll let me draw 3 cards. Then I'm going to pay 6 mana to double all my tokens again. And now I have 24 12/12s.
Oh my god.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there are now 24 of them.
That's a lot right there.
Go ahead. I might be able to just attack you with all of these and somehow win. So
you have 24. I've got 21, 2. So I've got 23 creatures I could block with, so I would still take 12 damage.
So here's one thing I'll suggest, because it is your turn now. I can't block your angel.
Yeah.
So why don't you try giving the angel some swords?
Because this is more fun. Big kitty more fun. Big kitty more fun.
Okay.
I mean, yes, I was thinking about that. I wasn't quite sure if I was going to be able to move equipment around in such a manner, but I mean, with that suggestion, I could just equip and do all of that in one go and make it like one round game. I want to see. Because I have upkeep. I forgot I have to do upkeep. Yep. Seven more cats. 7 cats. So that's 27. I'm going to put just another D10 right there. 27. That goes up another 7. That's 44. Yeah, it's 44. That's 44, and then 7 onto this is 35. I swear I saw that somewhere on here already. I should know what this is. The fun of waiting for this thing. Oh, that's a 53. 13. 34, 34. Okay. And then I untap the angel, draw a card, and see what I get just for shits and giggles. Yeah, I guess I'll just steal your idea here and move all of my equipment to the angel that I can for tapped mana, which is 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 things worth of whatever. I'm just aiming for 8 things. Do I have 8 things?
So probably the one that puts on equipment, and then probably the sphere probably doesn't
this
matter.
One right here. Well, I mean, it gives me the 1/1 for the thing, so. But that's also the most expensive. So
as many cheap ones as you can, probably, to get off of the.
Yeah. 1. And that's now 4 plus 3, and 2 for Rogue's Gloves. That gives me the 8/8 I need. Tap 1 and then 2 for equipped on Darksteel Axe, just to make him indestructible. And
the one to make all the equipments even better.
Which is
the one right in your hand.
Oh, this one right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. So just whatever obscene number is that I think that goes for it. So yeah, and then I'll tap the angel for the attack on the attack phase.
And you genuinely and fairly killed me.
Oh, like, shit.
You won, dude. I can't do anything about that. If you gave me another turn, though, I was gonna give all my stuff trample.
That's fucking scary. That's 24 fucking tokens of 12/12 with trample.
And it would give them all +3/+3, and these guys could have gotten even bigger. So
15.
it was 24 15/15s with trample. So you would not have lived if you didn't do it that way.
Okay.
But you won. Seriously, you won. Great job, dude.
No, I appreciate all the advices you were giving me there and stuff, because I don't think I would have. I think I really, like, if I were to just left to my devices, I would have just kept stacking power and was hoping for a flying card. I didn't consider the idea that an already set flying card could just take the equipment and go.
It's true, because even though it was already equipped to Kemba, if Kemba died for any reason, you can kind of look around and be like, okay, well, it's time for kiddies to pick up the mantle. Here's all the stuff. It's lying around. Go grab it.
Time for big kitty power time.
So you've won your first 2 games of Magic. What do you think of the game? Like, genuinely, like, if you don't ever have to play Magic again if you don't want to, what do you think of the game? How do you feel as a player? And like, do you see yourself do you like your deck? Do you see yourself wanting to play more?
Well, I think everybody kind of likes their own deck, don't you think? Yes, no, jokes aside, yes, this is a very enjoyable deck. I like the idea that my winning conditions are fair. It's aimed for getting your commander on the field, stacking them to build a wall, and then just throwing commander damage out, or even like you had taught me, getting a single flying card and equipping a bunch of stuff to it and doing the damage to get over stuff. But I think one of the things that I would run into having issues with in this deck is having not enough mana on the field to do the constant, equipping that I was trying to do.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it was fun to just pull out all of the random different dice. I didn't think I'd get over the 20s. I really didn't. So I didn't plan on bringing 100 and a 60 and a 24.
Well, now you know. It's really kind of cool, because what's really funny about our little FimFic scene is that there's a lot of Magic players, really surprisingly. And people really enjoy it, and it's a really great kind of networking tool. We've seen people play it at cons and stuff. And it's just a fun game, in my opinion. And now you're all set to play the most popular format.
I'm ready to play more of this. I genuinely enjoyed it. I think I'm going to have trouble keeping track of math, so I believe next time I play, I will bring a notebook with me and just sort of do a lot of chicken scratch as I go, just for personal sanity.
Yeah.
But I will definitely be abusing the amount of dice that I have.
And now, here's what gets a little more interesting, because this is one-on-one. And it's really easy to sit around here and focus and be like, oh yeah, you're my enemy. But as you can see when we're playing here on Spell Table, there's 2 more screens here on the bottom. Commander is always played with 4 players. And what typically happens is if one player starts getting too far out of hand, the rest of the table gangs up to put them in place.
That's a scary thought. So there's no real alliances unless it benefits a number of players to do sort of an unspoken alliance. Everybody gangs up on the person who's running away, basically.
Well, that's the other thing, is that you can have spoken and talking alliances where you could be like, you know what, person who's leading, I have a way to deal with making you such a problem. But how about you don't attack me and I won't do it? And then
so
it becomes a game of politics.
Table politics, I love it.
It's a really big and involved game, but hey, you know what? I hope this video was informative. Not only, well, clearly it was informative for Milk, but hopefully for those who wanted to learn how this game actually works. This is a slower, more broken down version of the game, and everyone can enjoy watching this video when it's on Barcast. Yay!
Yay!
Which also means that I've unwillingly pulled Milk into this scheme.
Stuff up. There we go. And now I have a dedicated magic bag.
Yay! I have a magic bag too. It's not themed after anything.
Neither is mine. It's just a collection of stuff.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching, and stay tuned for more Magic material. Bye-bye.
Bye.